Well, good road win. I was pleased how our football team handled Thanksgiving week. We were able to spend a lot of time together. We didn't have class all week, so was pleased how they handled that. Pleased how they handled the road trip. Difficult place to play. Our guys jumped out early and took control, and we were able to play a lot of people in the second half. So good bounce back win after the defeat against Arkansas State, and set ourselves up with a little help from Lafayette to have an opportunity to play for a conference championship against Georgia Southern. And Georgia Southern's had Troy's number the last 2 years. I think it's like 87-20, the score combined over the last 2 years. So we'll have our hands full over in Statesboro.
And, Coach, you just briefly mentioned it, but your thoughts on Georgia Southern really as you head into this game on Saturday?
I think they're talented. You know, I look at their two deep and very similar to the team last year as far as bodies. A lot of their playmakers are back. I know they've had some injuries that have hurt them. I think when you talk about them, you know, defensively it starts. They've got two massive D tackles. I think the Sapp kid is special. He's as good an interior D lineman as we have in our league, and then Ironhead, he played tremendous against us last year, made a ton of plays, and I just like the way he plays, special teams wise and on defense, flies around. They've done a good job covering, play a lot of man coverage, which we've had difficulty against at times. Then offensively, with the two quarterbacks, I believe both of them will play, and they seem to be healthy now. Ellison and Fabian Upshaw, they're throwing the ball better than they have at any point during their career, and really electric with the ball in their hands. And they've got three or four running backs that can go the distance at any time. And I think the part of their team that doesn't get talked about nearly enough is on special teams. They're as good throughout all phases in special teams as anybody in our league. So we're looking forward to it. Opportunity to get back on national television, hopefully redeem ourselves from our last showing.
Coach, what was the key to getting out to the fast start, you know, putting up 300 yards of offense in the first half against Texas State and jumping out to the early lead?
Well, I think our kids are focused. That's the thing. And, you know, Everett's playing a lot of young kids, and those guys are playing hard, and they're going to be a really good football team down the road. But we're better at certain positions than they were. I thought our defense did a good job limiting the run and we got some pressure on the quarterback. We were able to get a couple interceptions early in the first half. So, and then we hit some big plays in the pass game, more so than we have probably the last 2 weeks.
Coach, your team, as you mentioned, got a few interceptions on Saturday. Now you rank third in the country, and that statistic. What's it really been like for you as a head coach to have that many turnovers to turn the ball over to your offense?
Well, it's been good. We've had a lot of short fields this year, and something we emphasize is not only, you know, getting turnovers but also scoring. We had 13 points off turnovers in the game on Saturday. So it's one thing to get turnovers, but you got to turn around and score some points to really do some damage. And I think it's a byproduct of pressure we're getting on the quarterback. You know, the D-line doesn't necessarily get credit for those, but they're probably the primary reason why we're getting some of those interceptions.
Coach, on Saturday you improved to four. You had 4 wins this year on the road. What's been the key to your success in playing on the road?
You know, that's a great question. I think we've been consistent in how we traveled. You know, I think it's, you know, we make a point about playing on the road, how it's us against the environment and the other team, and our kids have bought into that. You know, we probably got as difficult a challenge we've had all year going over to Statesboro. I know for their senior day they'll have a good crowd, and their guys are going to be emotionally invested in that game. So, you know, I think this is an opportunity. I'm not sure we've had 5 road wins in our Division I history. So, hopefully, it'll be a milestone we can get this week.
And Coach, finally, you know, it's a chance for you to claim a share of the Sun Belt title in what has been an illustrious history of Troy in the Sun Belt Conference. What's really been the mindset heading into this game?
It's next. You know, probably won't talk a whole lot. I don't know. I probably won't even bring it up to our guys about a conference championship. They know what's at stake. Last opportunity we had to really play in a championship game, we didn't fare so well. So it's an opportunity of redemption as far as that goes. But it's really playing against a Georgia Southern team that's had our number the last 2 years. Really soundly beat us beat us here in our last home game last year, 45-10, and I'm not sure the score was that close. So we got a lot of respect for them and what their program's about, and we need to make sure that we show up and finish this season strong.
All right, Coach, thanks a lot for your time this morning. As always, we appreciate it.
Okay, thanks, guys. Y'all have a good week.